Alright, my people, as you already know, I still remain your homeboy Abdul Fatai Ekfes Academy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from, or depends on the time you are seeing my video. In today's episode, I'm going to be giving you guys my strategy, okay, my swing trading strategy. All right. So, like I said in my previous video, I'm going to be starting a challenge very pretty soon in this my channel. Okay, I'm going to be buying a Profem challenge and I'm going to be putting out everything I'm going to be doing in that challenge account, so I should be able to put in check my trading rules, my risk management, my strategy, and my psychology. Okay, so whenever I do some stupid mistake that I wasn't supposed to do in my account, so my followers can hold me accountable. All right, so without wasting much of your time, let's dive in and let me show you the strategy that I'm going to be using. All right, first of all, when you open your chart, the first thing you need to look out for is the direction of the market, the bias. Where is the market going currently? And for you to be able to get the direction of the market rightly, you have to start from the bigger time frame. Why it's better to start from the bigger time frame is because the bigger time frame is always superior to the lower time frame anytime. All right, for me, I'm going to be starting from the weekly down to the daily and the 4 hours. I'm going to be looking for my entry in the 1 hour time frame. All right, so let's start. Let me use this per gbp jpy. All right, so let's start from the weekly time frame. Now, as you can see, we're in a weekly time frame. What I'm looking for in the weekly time frame is I want to see the past 5 candles. What did they do? How did they close? Okay, because this is the weekly and we have a lot of information in just one particular candle. Okay, and if you look at this structure, you see it's overall an uptrend. But when you look at the few candles that are printed, because each and every candle is 1 week. Okay, now when you look this box that I drew here, and you see the market has been going up, but when you get to this particular point, the market start giving us rejection downwards. Okay, rejection like pin, like shooting star candles, and at the end, the last 2 weeks, it give us a massive bearish engulfing. So what is that telling us is that sellers have taken over the market. Okay, the market has changed from an uptrend to a downtrend. This is the information that I'm getting in this just by seeing these candlesticks. All right, now let's move down to the daily. We have now established that the weekly is a downtrend. Now let's move down to the daily. Now, as you can see the daily time frame, you will clearly see the structure here in the daily time frame. Let's check it. Now the market were giving us series of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. All right, higher high, higher low. All right, the market starts giving us ranging market here, and as you can see, we have a massive downwards market by giving us a market structure shift. All right, we seeing this market structure shift. What is the market telling us? The market has moved from an uptrend to a downtrend. This is a starting of a downtrend. All right, okay, so we have established now that in our weekly is a downtrend, in the daily time frame is also a downtrend. All right, let me write it. Let me put it here. Weekly, weekly downtrend, downtrend, daily also down, daily daily downtrend. Okay, now we have established the weekly is a downtrend and also the daily is a downtrend. All right, now let's move that to the 4 hour time frame. Now as you can see, the 4 hours time frame, let me mark the structure. We have been going upward for a while, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. All right, higher low, higher high, higher low. The market makes a high. It did break the and we were supposed to break the previous high, but what the market did, it gives us a high. This pattern is a emu pattern, which is an early reversal pattern. Okay, and look at what the market did. We have a market structure shift here by giving us a market structure. The market has changed from an uptrend now to a downtrend. All right, look at what the market, they have another high. Now we have a lower low, we have a lower high, we have another new lower low. All right, the market is about giving us another new lower high. All right, let's mark our structure here from this 4 hour time frame. As you can see clearly, we have a very good resistance level here. Okay, support turn resistant. All right, we have a very good resistance level there. Let me put okay, let me remove this one. Now we have a very good resistance level. As you can see, the market has been touching this level for a while. You see, anytime it touches this level, it was using it as a support. Okay, now the support has been broken. The market has started using it as a resistance now. All right, as you can see, here is a very strong area. Now the market is at this resistance level again. All right, now what are we looking for? Let me add it to this writing. 4 hours, 4H, also downtrend, downtrend. Okay, now we have checked our weekly downtrend down to the daily, also a downtrend. Now the 4 hours is also a downtrend. So seeing all those big time frame gives pointing to one direction. So it's just normal for you to follow the trend, align with the trend, trade with the trend. Okay, now weekly, daily, 4 hours is telling us one thing: the market is a downtrend. It's just best we look for a selling opportunity. Okay, now let's go to our 4 hours to look for a selling opportunity. All right, I think I'm gonna enter this trade. Okay, let me go to 4 hour. Let me go to 1 hour now. Let's look. Now, as you can see, in the 1 hour, we can see our structure as well. You see, we have our break of structure here. We have our break of structure there. We have our BOS. Break of structure. Okay. See, we have a break, also have a break of structure here. Alright. It's giving us series of break of structure, and we are in our resistance level. Okay, as you can see, we are in our resistance level. All right, now how do we enter this trade? Okay, let me zoom it. As you can see, there are few ways we can enter this trade. One is either we see multiple rejection and a bearish engulfing candle, or we pay attention to the chart patterns the chart will be creating in that particular zone, right? And when we look at this properly, we will see a chart pattern. Okay, we have a head and shoulder pattern here in this box. All right, now let me show you guys. This is hand, this is a head, and this is other shoulder, and this was the neckline that we broke. This was the neckline that we broke. Okay, this was the neckline that we broke. All right, so for me, I'm gonna be, and when you look at the candles, you will see the market. Anytime the market bounce on this resistance, it always move downwards. Okay, so now we can enter this trade from here. Right, we can enter this trade from here. Yeah, it has moved a little bit, but wait, a little bit of pullback to this neckline. Put our stop loss here and target at least 1:2 risk reward, or the swing low of the swing low here. All right, is where we are going to be targeting. Okay, so that's just the strategy. I think I'm going to place this trade. It's a very good let me zoom it. The market has moved massively, but I just need a little bit of pullback so I can enter from here downwards. Okay, let me wait a little bit for this candle to close. Maybe I'm going to be getting a little bit of pullback, to enter the market. So this is the strategy. All right, this for me, I've studied I've studied ICT. I've also studied as SMC, which is smart money corp All right, I've traded those, corp and all of that, and trust me, is good because it makes you understand a lot about market. But because of most of the time they trade in the lower time frame most of the time, like maybe the 5 minutes, the 1 minute, the 3 minutes, the 15 minutes, and there is a lot of noise in those time frame, and you are prompt to make a lot of mistakes in those time frame, and it's hard for me to see consistency in my strategy, in my trading journey. That is why I've shifted, to only look only price action, only focus on the bigger time frame, So that's it. And since I've been focusing more on the bigger time frame, which is the swing trading, I've been seeing a whole positive vibes, and I've been seeing the positive results in my trading journey. All right, so if you watch this video to this extent, please kindly subscribe, share, hit the like button, comment. So whenever I drop an educative content like this, you will be the first to know. Stay tuned, all right? Stay blessed. See you in my next video. Peace out.